What's up, fellas? Got a little bit of a different video today. I figured I'd run you through kind of what's in my collection currently. So this could be anything that is personal collection outside of my Carolina stuff, stuff that I've just bought because I think it's going to maintain or increase in value that I'd look to sell in the future. But just stuff I'm generally interested in. This is kind of the better stuff that sits in my Zion case today to sum it up. But going to run you through a couple of random two cards that are outside of the major three sports, and then I'll run you through my basketball, football, and baseball favorites of the things that I'm currently holding on to and or may keep for the long term. So first up, we will start with a Lionel Messi. So this came out of the VIP packs. They had some at my local card shop, and I went a little bit ham opening them, but had a couple of really good hits. You'll see one other hit that I had from the pack before this, but this is numbered to 10. This is one of those that I've wanted to send off for grading. However, there is a couple of really minor things, and I just really don't want to send it off and get it graded if it's going to get a 9. So I think I'm just going to hold on to it raw. It's cool to have a Messi card, and that's one that I've got currently that I'm holding on to. The other non-big three, so I've grown up my whole life playing golf. This is, and Tiger was obviously the man, the myth, the legend when it comes to golf. Definitely one of my sports heroes, so had to own one of the iconic Tiger cards from 2001, and that's in a PSA 10. All right, so now I'm gonna jump over to baseball. Of the baseball stuff, I didn't grab everything out of the box, but I grabbed the stuff that I felt like would be interesting to show on camera, but there's not a huge stack of this. So first up, we've got Aaron Judge Mars. I actually pulled this myself from a box of Cosmic Chrome right when I first started kind of getting back into ripping hobby boxes instead of just the retail stuff. But cool card, love that I pulled it myself, and something that I'm holding on to for a while as of now. Next up, as I've said in a couple of videos before, I grew up a big Braves fan. Chipper was a key part of those teams. This was a card that I bought from my local card shop. So just a Chipper auto numbered to 10 on card. Just a really sick card, and it's one of the gold framed cards out of why am I blanking? I'm gonna blank on the set. Next up, we've got Gunnar Henderson. So I actually pulled this myself as well. I bought 2 boxes of Topps Chrome Black. This is, I think, 2023, but a little over a year ago. And this was one of the autographs that came out of that. So I was super happy with this. It's numbered to 50. Next up, I bought this card. I got it for a little cheaper than the sticker. I've actually been meaning to take the sticker off, but got it for a little cheaper than the sticker. I'm a huge Allen and Ginter fan. If you've watched my other Allen and Ginter box opening video, you know I try to open a case of it every year if it's something that I feel like I can afford within reason. But did not pull this myself. Ended up buying this from my local card shop that someone else had pulled in the store. But just a really sweet card, and that's numbered to 50 as well. This is one that I did pull myself. I think this is Top Series 2, but really sick card of Jason Dominguez on card autograph, and that is numbered to 25. Next up, this may be my favorite card that I've pulled myself. So obviously, again, from Allen Ginter from 2022. So I got a rip card from Allen and Ginter. It was one of the better rookies. I can't remember who it was, but I remember feeling very stupid for starting to rip it open. And then as I pulled the seam down the middle of the back of the card, I saw the red ink and the New York Yankees logo. And it ended up being one of the greatest pictures of all time. And that one's obviously hand numbered to 10. The red inks are super hard to get. So I was very pumped about pulling that out myself. Next up, we've got a Mike Trout auto. That's numbered to $2.99. This is one that I just purchased off of eBay. I actually, it was kind of I say rage purchase, but it kind of, I mean that sarcastically. One of my buddies pulled one of these in a break, and I was like, man, I've always wanted a Mike Trout auto. Started surfing eBay, and sure enough, had this in my mailbox a couple days later. So kind of an impulse purchase, but I'm glad to have it. Mike Trout is obviously one of the GOATs. Unfortunately, just can't stay healthy. And then this one is another one of my favorites. I pulled this myself as well. This was actually recently. There was a single box left of Topps Update sitting on the local card shop shelf. It was sitting there forever, and it finally, I was like, all right, whatever, I'm just going to buy it. Sure enough, came home, ripped this open, and this dual autograph of the All-Star Game patches was in here of Gunnar Henderson and Adley Rutschman. So hard to beat pulling a dual auto. I think it's the only dual auto I've ever pulled. All right, so that's it for what I wanted to show you of baseball. Let's move on to football, raw, non-graded stuff. So this was something I bought into a break where they were opening like repacks and hit this Justin Herbert Hyper, which is to 175. This is a really cool one I pulled myself. This was from a box of donruss. I think this is 2022 donruss, and I was always a big Charles Woodson fan for whatever reason when I was growing up, and this is numbered 10 out of 10. Just a really cool patch autograph of an absolute legend on the football field. Another one I pulled myself here, Aiden Hutchinson 101. I guess that's a laundry tag. Unfortunate that he got hurt, but Chronicles is one of my favorite sets to rip every year of any sport that they release it for. And then I love the photogenic subset that they put in for this year, which is 2022 as well. But just a sick card, sick 101 to pull of a really good player. Hopefully he comes back healthy next year and continues to dominate like he was. So another really cool card that I pulled, you'll notice a lot of the stuff in here is stuff that I pulled. There is definitely a lot of graded cards that I've purchased, so don't get me wrong there. But a really cool Brian Robinson, who's really had a couple of good years now, but an additional laundry tag or glove tag maybe. Yeah, glove laundry tag is what that is. But a really cool 101 auto. This was actually a redemption that I had to wait on, and fortunately it came. So this is not something that I pulled. Panini one football. This is a Kyler Murray RPA. Really cool, sick patches. Really nice autograph. And that's numbered out of 99. I bought that from my local card shop. Rob Gronkowski. So this was actually part of the inspiration for why I'm making this video today. I bought this from my local card shop today. And Gronk, I mean, arguably the greatest tight end, in my opinion, the greatest tight end there's ever been. And hard to beat the Optic downtowns. So I felt like I had to pick this up when I saw it in the new arrival shelf at the LCS. Another one I bought from my local card shop. However, this was at a card show in the town that I live in. But a really clean Saquon Barkley Optic downtown. This might be one that I send off for grading at some point. Another LCS purchase. Just got a good deal on this. Joey B's had a phenomenal season. Unfortunate that they haven't won enough games to make it a meaningful run towards the playoffs. But I did not have any Joe Burrow from a standpoint of like big rookie cards, and this showed up in the LCS numbered to 75, and I wanted to have it. And then one of my favorite football cards that I own for sure, big Panthers fan, love Luke Kuechly when he played for us, wish he was still playing for us. But this showed up in my local card shop, and I just knew I had to pick it up. So 101 gold ink autograph. Just a really clean card, and probably paid more than I should for it, but I wanted to have it, and didn't want anyone else to have it. So I ended up forking up the cash for it. So that's it for the non-graded football. Let's get into some of the graded football. So this is one I picked up in a single show on Whatnot. Obviously is a near mint to mint 8. But these are really thick cards, so just hard to grade in general. It actually looks pretty good other than like a soft corner from what I've looked over. But a nice Bijan Robinson auto numbered first on the print out of 10. This was one I picked up at my local card shop as well. Devontae Adams is so cheap. I don't really understand. Obviously, this isn't a 10, it's a 9, but I think I got this for less than $100. And just a really cool card of a phenomenal football player. So a nice on-card Contenders autograph was too hard to pass. This was another today purchase. Love the Tom Brady Genesis look. And this one in particular was in his Patriots uniform, even though they had a Bucks card in this set as well. But that's a PSA 10 of the Genesis case hit out of Mosaic, and I love the fact that it was in the Patriots uniform, so I picked that up. Can't go wrong with a case hit PSA 10 of the GOAT. This was additionally a card show purchase. I've been big on Saquon Barkley for a while. He's obviously had a good year, so I've paid a premium on this stuff. This is a second year autograph, and that is numbered to. Is it not numbered? It is not numbered. Sometimes I feel like it hides from you, but just a cool autograph of a really, really good football player, and on the Mint 9 there. This was a mystery pack at my LCS that I think they were like $150. I can't remember what it was, but this came out of it. So obviously did pretty well there on the international downtown of Derek Carr in a Gem Mint 10. And then this was another pickup from my local card shop, and this Aaron Rodgers Gem Mint 9.5 from Beckett of the downtown from Optic. All right. Move a few things around here. That is it for the football for what I wanted to show today. Now let's get into the basketball, which that is definitely where the bulk of my collection resides today. Always been my favorite of the three major sports, both to play and to watch. So let's jump in here. So this was an LCS purchase. This is a Nikola Jokic rookie card out of Replay, and it's numbered to 25, if you can see down there. Set in the card shop forever. He had it listed at I think $400, and I just wasn't looking to go over 300. So it's set. I came back many times, offered him 300 many times, and fortunately was able to secure it one of those times. This is a cool hit out of a repack in, I think, a Whatnot stream. Not a super valuable card by any means, probably like a $60 or $70 autograph, but I just think Zach LaVine is a very underappreciated basketball player, extremely good shooter, obviously can jump out of the gym, but thought that was a pretty cool hit out of a repack, and that's numbered to 149. So I mentioned earlier that the VIP packs from the National that I opened at my LCS, I had two good hits out of there. The first being that Lionel Messi, which is right over here. And the pack before that, I hit this Wemby. I probably should have sold the Wemby the day that I pulled it, because I think there was comps in the like low thousands, $1,100, $1,200, but numbered to 44. Not sure what this will go for these days, but probably a few $100 at this point. His market has definitely dropped, but just a really cool card nonetheless, and certainly not a bad one to have to hold on to. This was a pull that I pulled myself. I actually also pulled a Larry Bird auto out of this same year, 2021 Revolution. Revolution's always one of my favorite sets to open. And unfortunately sold the Larry Bird. Not sure why I did that. That was kind of one that I should have just put in the box and kept it forever, but we'll probably do that with this Magic. Definitely a low-end autograph, but just cool to have an autograph of Magic Johnson's nonetheless. This was a card that I pulled myself out of a box of Prizm Fast Break from, I think, 2022, 2023, but that's a 101 black on the Fast Break autograph of Evan Mobley, who's having a very good year. So happy to have this one. Probably one of my best repack hits ever, other than from a value perspective, other than maybe one that you'll see here in a bit on the graded stack. But a Steph Curry auto is numbered to 25, and that's the pink parallel of the Elite Signature set out of Status from 2018. So my only Steph auto, and I was over the moon when I saw it come out of the box. This was one that I pulled. Actually pulled this. It was like an error pack. This card was back to back in the exact same pack with a Shaden Sharp autograph from Phoenix as well, numbered to 49, but both numbered to 49. So really cool pack out of Chronicles, the Phoenix subset. But never hurts to have a Palo auto. This is one that I may send off for grading one day as well. This was an LCS pickup. Just a really cool. This is Fleer Ultra Gold Medallion MJ. Obviously, big Carolina fan, but just a big Jordan fan in general. And picked this up from the LCS for, I can't remember how much it was, but really cool card. If these grade well, they're extremely valuable. But this one's probably not in a condition where I'd send it off to PSA, but a card that I'll probably hold on to forever. This was one that I pulled. This is a Steph Curry case hit, Dimensions from Elite. It's one of those cards that kind of has a hologram, and depending on how you look at it, you see a different image. But a pretty cool card, something I'll probably hold on to forever since I pulled it myself. This was another pull of mine. I think most of these in a row here are bigger pulls that I've made or I've had. So this is out of this year's Mosaic. I had 3 boxes that I opened back to back to back, and they all had case hits or very, very low numbered stuff. Actually, the next card coming up is another one of those. But the first box that I opened, this Giannis Micro Mosaic, was sitting in there, thankfully. This next one's maybe my favorite pull of the year from a card perspective. I've had a lot of really good pulls this year, but Steph Curry Gold Glitter, was not expecting that. That's numbered to 5, numbered 3 of 5. Really cool card, very, very clean. Another one that is definitely has grading potential. There's a couple of little small, like you can see some of the white specks on the corners that have kept me from sending it thus far, but a really cool card nonetheless. And this is the final box of Mosaic. I pulled the LeBron stained glass. This is not as valuable as I feel like it probably should be, and maybe that's just a bad opinion. It's a what, year 20 card of LeBron James, but I love this stained glass look, and was very excited when this came out of the final of the 3 boxes. So I feel like I got pretty lucky on my 3 boxes of Mosaic for those to be in 1 in each respectively. And then this last one, I would love to say this is, let me take this off real quick. I would love to say this was pulled as well, but this was purchased. I have a handful of really cool Shai Gilgeous cards. I'm just a big Shai fan, and think he is disgustingly good at basketball. But I just bought this one today, so that rounds out the trio of the pickups that I had today of the new arrivals at the shop. All right, now let's move on to the graded stack. So I got this in a Whatnot stream. Need to move these out of the way a little bit. In a Whatnot stream from Pac-Man, actually. This is an RPA out of Panini 1-in-1 of RJ Barrett at 35. Has had a good year. I hadn't tracked over the past month or so, but got off to a really good start this year. Near min 8, and again, really thick card, hard to grade them, but a really cool card nonetheless with great patches in there. I can't remember player worn used material. So better than the not from a specific game or event, but a really cool card. No, I'm a Carolina fan, so not one of my favorite basketball players of all time by any means, but very, very glad to have it in the collection. This was an additional purchase from that same stream. Tyrese Halliburton, mint 9 airborne signatures. Told you I had a few cool Shais. This was one I picked up from my LCS, a Gem Mint 10 Shai Elephant print from 2023 Select. This is one I got on eBay. Not eBay, actually. Fanatics Collects, or the app, kind of rivals eBay. I would say I think I paid 1/3 of what this card currently goes for. I just placed a few really low ball bids because that app is obviously not as popular as eBay. And I mean, I think I paid like less than 100, and I think it was like 100 or 120 bucks for this. And I think it sells in the 300s currently. I could be wrong on that. However, I would definitely recommend checking that app out, the Fanatics Collect app. I think that's what it's called. But you can find some really good deals on there. Obviously, this isn't the most popular case hit in the world, but a rookie case hit of Wemby in a Gem Mint 10, I'm never going to pass up, unless the price is terrible, which it was not in this case. Here's another Shea. So we've got the Mosaic from 2020, and this is the Genesis case hit in a PSA 10. Next, we've got the LeBron Kobe tribute from 2020-2021 Prizm. This is the Ruby Wave, so it's not numbered, and it's HGA in a mint 9. It's pretty clean. I think it's probably just the centering. You can see the centering's a little off from top to bottom, but I don't really notice a ton else. Maybe a soft corner down here in the back, but I just don't know that it's something that I really want to like crack and resubmit. Not a super valuable card to begin with, so I don't know if the juice is worth squeeze there. And honestly, I kind of like the label from HGA with some of the color match. But a really cool card. I'd love to just rainbow this whole thing and have one of each, but that would cost me my life savings. Next up, I honestly don't remember where I got this card, but I like that I have it. The Anthony Edwards Red Ice out of Prizm. Obviously, this is a rookie card in Gem Mint 10, and clearly I purchased it on eBay because there's the eBay authentication sticker. So I answered my question there. But really cool card, and was very hard to pass up, obviously, when I scrolled past it. This is a really unique one. I think these are the packs that they sent out after Kobe died, if I'm not mistaken, for people who had Kobe Redemption still in, called Career Highlights. So this was in 2019, but this is a Gem Mint 10 of one of those cards, and that is numbered out of 24. That showed up in my LCS, and I'm just a big Kobe fan, so I felt like I couldn't pass. This is another eBay purchase, so I love Triple J. I don't feel like he's quite lived up to the potential that he has. Had some injuries and things like that, but I love the Revolution set, as I said earlier. So this is a BGS 9.5 of the Galactic insert, which is kind of like the genesis of Mosaic, if you're not familiar with Revolution. But a really cool card, and I love the way the Galactic pops. You will see another one of those before we end this video in just a few minutes. So this is a Giannis from NBA Hoops. So it looks like just the base card, but it's the red back short print. So not like the craziest short print in the world, but definitely makes the card more rare. I can't remember. I think you get like a couple per box typically. So to get one on Giannis's rookie card in the Gem Mint 10 was something that I felt like I needed to move on when it showed up at the card shop. So another card shop purchase, a really cheap rookie card of LeBron's, but it's 2003 Upper Deck Redemption Special. Another one of those kind of hologram style cards where he looks like he's moving a bit. But a PSA 10 LeBron rookie, I think it was seriously like $100 for the card. So I was like, all right, well that's gonna come home with me. Nothing crazy here, but just kind of your standard Luka Gem Mint 10 of Panini Hoops. Unfortunately, not the red back, but I wanted to have a Luka rookie. I bought this on eBay. This was another pickup from the LCS, a lower end card, but a PSA 10 1997 Kobe. It's hard to go wrong. This was in a repack hit on Whatnot, and that is numbered to 50. So was very excited to see this come out. The Camo Pink Gem Mint 10, numbered 50 Ant rookie card. So this was probably my biggest hit out of repack breaks on Whatnot. I really try not to do the breaks as much on Whatnot anymore because that is just a very slippery slope. But hit the Silver Prizm PSA 10. And this was the case hit at the time. At the time that I hit it, these were selling for about $1,100, I think. They're selling in the 700s now. But this is just one of those iconic cards for any of the top stars that always does really well and goes up over time. So I think I will be holding this one for an extended period, given how well Wemby's playing. Speaking of silver prisms, this is a near mint 8. So this was actually a Christmas gift from my mom, which was really, really cool for her to pick that up for me. And another one of those cards, silver, really in any grade, they continue to appreciate. Obviously, you don't want to get too low, but this is a really clean copy of an 8. I'm not quite sure what drove the 8 grade. I've looked it over pretty heavily. But anyway, love having a silver prism of Ant regardless of grade. This was also a Christmas gift from my mom. The 2023 Topps Chrome Wemby blue basketball refractor. So that's the non-numbered parallel, but in a Gem Mint 10, this card does really well. This was a gift from my brother. Is a Vince Carter rookie Lucky 13 in a mint 9. Really cool card. I love the Fleer tradition stuff. I love the older 90s cards because that's when I was collecting, and obviously a big Carolina fan, so always love getting events. All right, so next up we've got Anthony Edwards autograph. This is a second-year autograph out of Revolution. This is a lower-end auto, but a good grade in the auto at a 10 and in the 9.5 on the card. Wanted to have an Anthony Edwards auto, did not have one, found this on eBay for a good price and scooped it. We've got 3 more cards here. First up being a Chet Holmgren. So I got this in a singles auction and it went for super cheap. I think it went for like $100. I think this card sells for multiple hundreds, maybe 300 at this point. But Chet Red Power Prism, that's numbered to 75. And is a Gem 9.5 from SGC. Told you you'd see one more Galactic insert. This is Trae Young's. I bought this for, I can't remember exactly how much, 300 and some change, I think. But I just think Trae Young's cards have dropped and not gone back up to levels that they should probably maintain given his ability to play basketball. So I wanted to own a cool card, and I really, like I've said, I love the Revolution, especially the Galactic set. So this was what I landed on. And the final card, and probably, I think definitely my favorite card that I own, is a Bowman's Best rookie card of Kobe. And what's special about this one is it is the Atomic Refractor, as you can see right there. So this is a die-cut Atomic Refractor, and it's just a very rare card. You just don't see them much. And this is of the Best Picks insert. I bought this from a guy that works at my local card shop, and this was in his personal collection. Was very happy to pick this up because it's just a super, super sick card. And you just can't go wrong with Kobe, in my opinion. So unfortunate that he's no longer with us, but glad that I have a small piece of the Kobe legacy in the Bowman's Best rookie Atomic Refractor of Kobe's. All right, folks, that's it. That's kind of the bulk of what's in my collection today, things that I'll either hold long-term, short-term, somewhere in the middle, or look to sell in the immediate. But figured I'd run you through that. If there's anything that you'd like to see similar to this in the future, if you'd like to see update videos in the future, please let me know. Happy to do it. If you enjoyed the video, I would love a like and a subscription from you if you'd like to see more videos from me. Otherwise, I will talk to you soon and hope you all have a great day. See ya.